While the world is filled with all different types of people, there are certain ones that tend to stand out more than others. A high-value man is a particularly enticing individual, and one that doesn't seem to fit into any particular group or mold. But he is a man on purpose. He's emotionally intelligent, has high self-esteem, and marches to the beat of his own drum, often embodying Stoic principles, Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes enduring pain or hardship without displaying feelings and maintaining a calm demeanor in the face of challenges is a characteristic often found in high-value men. They possess the ability to maintain composure and resilience in the midst of life's uncertainties. While it can be difficult to pin down exactly what makes a man high value, there are certain things that high-value men definitely don't do. With that said, here are 10 things high-value men never do. Number 1, they never compare themselves to others. High-value men never engage in the damaging habit of comparing themselves to others. Constantly measuring one's worth against external benchmarks is a recipe for unhappiness. It leads to jealousy, bitterness, and feelings of inferiority. This practice creates a never-ending cycle. There will always be someone more successful or accomplished. The more successful you become, the more people will compare themselves to you, making it a L situation. Men of high value understand that comparing themselves to others is a significant waste of time. They don't feel the need to prove themselves to anyone. Instead, they channel their energy into becoming the best version of themselves and focusing on their own mission. They don't get bogged down by what everyone else is doing. The only person they compare themselves to is the person they were previously. As long as they are making progress in the right direction, they believe they are on the right track. Number 2, they never make excuses. A hallmark of a high-value man is being a doer, not a complainer. He never makes excuses for his efforts or places blame on others for his issues, the recognition that if he wants something done, he has to do it himself, as a core principle. Protesting and complaining are not in his repertoire because he understands that such behaviors never make anything better. Making excuses is seen as a sign of fragility and a lack of responsibility. It signals that one is not in control of their actions and is unwilling to take responsibility for their life. A true man of high value ensures that he never puts himself in a position where he has to make excuses. Instead, he takes ownership of his actions, embraces challenges, and actively works toward solutions. The Stoic philosophers such as Seneca and Epictetus would commend the virtue of never making excuses in their teachings. They emphasized the concept of virtue is sufficient for happiness. A high-value man, guided by Stoic principles, understands that his actions are within his control, and thus, he refrains from the futile practice of making excuses. Seneca, known for his wisdom, would say, "He who is brave is free." A man of true value embraces challenges with courage, takes ownership of his choices, and recognizes that complaining and excuses are obstacles to the freedom found in virtuous living. Number 3, they don't care what others think of them. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism, championed by figures like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, aligned seamlessly with the notion that a high-value man is unconcerned with others' opinions. Stoicism teaches the importance of focusing on what is within one's control and disregarding external factors. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A high-value man inspired by Stoicism recognizes that the only true control he possesses is over his own thoughts and actions. Consequently, he remains impervious to the judgments and expectations of others, living in accordance with his principles and virtues. In the spirit of the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, known for his ideas on individualism and the will to power, the high-value man is unafraid to be unique and assert his individuality. Nature, asserted, become who you are, a man of value influenced by Nan philosophy, embraces his uniqueness and refuses to conform to societal expectations. He understands that the authentic expression of self is paramount. transcending the need for external approval. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch or overman reflects the idea of a self-determined individual who creates his own values, unshackled from the opinions and expectations of the masses. Number 4. Incorporating the timeless wisdom of Confucius, the high-value man, embodies the virtue of benevolence and humility. Confucius emphasized the importance of treating others with respect and maintaining a humble demeanor. He said, "Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues, a true high-value man." Guided by Confucian principles understands that everyone is equal and worthy of respect, irrespective of their accomplishments or social status, by practicing humility. He fosters positive relationships and contributes to a harmonious social order in alignment with the Stoic philosophy, especially the teachings of Sina. The high-value man rejects the toxic behavior of conceit as a manifestation of inner insecurities. Known for his emphasis on virtue and wisdom, would argue that true confidence stems from self-awareness and virtuous living. A high-value man inspired by Stoicism recognizes that putting others down is a reflection of one's own shortcoming. By practicing self-mastery and focusing on virtuous actions, he uplifts those around him rather than diminishing them. Moreover, the high-value man echoes the sentiment of the golden rule found in various philosophies and religions worldwide, treating others as he wishes to be treated. He understands the profound impact of positive and respectful communication. Whether interacting with individuals are of different social statuses or achievements. He remains mindful of his body language and tone, acknowledging the importance of conveying messages with empathy and understanding. In doing so, he not only upholds his own dignity, but contributes to a culture of mutual respect and kindness. Number 5. They never seek acceptance. A man of high value will do the right thing without being asked, and with no expectations. They do it because it's right, not because they want recognition or praise. A true high value man never seeks approval or validation from anyone. He leads by example and never asks for anything in return. While low-value men often need praise and recognition to feel good about themselves. A man of high value is content with doing good, simply because it is the right thing to do. He knows that the only approval he needs is from himself. This mindset aligns with ancient philosophical principles, particularly Stoicism. Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius emphasize doing what is right for its own sake, without seeking external validation. Aristotle's virtue ethics also supports the idea of acting virtuously without needing approval. In a sense, the concept of a high-value individual doing the right thing without seeking recognition reflects the Stoic and virtue-centered teachings of ancient philosophers. Number 6. They never allow themselves to be taken advantage of. While these men are generous and helpful, they know their worth and will not tolerate being treated like a doormat. If someone tries to take advantage of them, they will swiftly put an end to it. They will not allow themselves to be used or manipulated. There are a lot of people in this world who are experts at taking advantage of others. They are manipulative and self-centered, using anyone and everyone to get what they want. However, these men are not fools. They can spot a manipulator a mile away and will not tolerate being treated like pawn in someone else's game. A true high-value man is not concerned with status or power and would rather be free than be chained to a job. They hate this mindset, reflects a strong sense of self-worth and resilience, aligning with the principles of autonomy found in various philosophical and psychological perspectives. Philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche emphasize the importance of individual strength and resisting manipulation. Additionally, existentialist thinkers like Jean-Paul Senior highlight the significance of personal freedom and authenticity in psychology. This aligns with the concept of assertiveness and healthy boundaries. Psychologists often advise individuals to recognize their worth-set boundaries and not allow others to take advantage of them. This promotes mental well-being and self-respect. The idea of prioritizing personal freedom over external markers of success echoes the S found in existentialist philosophy, where individuals are encouraged to live authentically and pursue what brings them true fulfillment rather than conforming to societal expectations. Number 7, they know when to keep quiet. While these men are generous and helpful, they know their worth and will not tolerate being treated like a doormat. If someone tries to take advantage of them, they will swift put an end to it. They will not allow themselves to be used or manipulated. There are a lot of people in this world who are experts at taking advantage of others. They are manipulative and self-centered, using anyone and everyone to get what they want. However, these men are not fools. They can spot a manipulator a mile away and will not tolerate being treated like pawns in someone else's game. A true high-value man is not concerned with status or power and would rather be free than be chained to a job. They hate this perspective on maintaining boundaries, and discerning when to stay silent resonates with the wisdom found in various philosophical and practical teachings. Ancient philosophers, such as Confucius, often emphasize the importance of knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, as well as the virtue of self-control in the Stoic tradition. The idea of maintaining inner tranquility and not letting external events or people disturb one's peace aligns with the notion of choosing battles. Wisely Stoics advocated for focusing on what is within one's control, and this includes choosing when and how to respond to different situations. In modern psychology, the ability to set boundaries and communicate assertively is considered crucial for healthy relationships and personal well-being. The concept of emotional intelligence, popularized by psychologists like Daniela Gehman, includes the skill of recognizing and managing one's emotions in social interactions. In essence, the idea of knowing when to keep quiet, especially in the face of potential manipulation, reflects a balance between ancient philosophical wisdom and contemporary psychological Cal principles. It underscores the importance of self-awareness, assertiveness, and choosing responses that align with one's values and well-being. Number 8. They are open-minded. The quality of being open-minded and humble aligns with the principles of intellectual humility found in various philosophical and psychological traditions. In philosophy, thinkers like Socrates advocate for acknowledging one's own ignorance, a concept encapsulated in the famous phrase, "I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing." This mindset also resonates with the idea of lifelong learning and the recognition that no one possesses all knowledge in the realm of psychology. The concept of intellectual humility is associated with being open to new ideas, being willing to admit when one is wrong, and valuing the insights and perspectives of others. Additionally, the emphasis on authenticity and genuine curiosity when meeting new people aligns with social psychology principles. Being approachable and showing interest in others rather than trying to impress them fosters positive social interactions and likability. In summary, the traits of being open-minded, humble, and willing to learn reflect a harmonious blend of philosophical humility and contemporary psychological principles. This approach not only contributes to personal growth but also enhances social connections and makes individuals more relatable and likable. Number 9, the philosophy of living in the present moment and making the most of each day resonates with various philosophical and spiritual traditions in Greek philosophy. Particularly in the teachings of philosophers like Aristotle, there's a strong emphasis on finding balance and virtue in one's actions. Existentialist philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre highlighted the importance of embracing the freedom of the present and taking responsibility for one's choices. The idea of using time wisely aligns with the existentialist notion that individuals create their own meaning and purpose in life through their actions. Moreover, the balance between work and play reflects a perspective found in Aristotle's virtue ethics, where the concept of the golden mean suggests finding a moderate and balanced approach in all aspects of life. In contemporary psychology, The importance of mindfulness, time management, and work-life balance is widely recognized. Individuals who are able to focus on the present, prioritize meaningful activities, and strike a balance between work and leisure, often experience greater overall well-being. In essence, the notion of living in the present moment using time wisely and maintaining a balanced approach to work and play echoes principles from various philosophical traditions, including Greek philosophy, and aligns with contemporary understandings of well-being and fulfillment. Number 10. The mindset of not trying to please everyone reflects a strong sense of self-assurance and authenticity, drawing parallels with philosophical and psychological principles in Stoic philosophy. The idea of focusing on what is within one's control aligns with the understanding that external opinions are beyond one's influence. Epicus, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what is within and outside of our control. Existentialist thinkers, such as Jean-Paul Sr., also underscored the significance of authenticity and making choices true to oneself, even if they may not please everyone. The existentialist concept of bad faith warns against living inauthentically to meet societal expectations from a psychological perspective. The ability to prioritize personal values over for external validation is associated with emotional intelligence and resilience. Psychologists often encourage individuals to develop a healthy sense of self-worth and not to overly rely on external approval. In essence, the decision not to please everyone aligns with philosophical ideas of personal autonomy, authenticity, and the acknowledgement that individual paths are unique. This approach encourages a focus on personal goals and aspirations rather than being overly concerned with external opinions. And that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will be updated when we have new videos up until the next one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.